I have the great pleasure and honor and distinction of introducing Dr. Feneck this evening. As you know, I was the county executive, some of you may not be aware, from 2000 to 2007. And you probably heard, if you live in this community, that I had a desire to hire family and friends sometimes. And occasionally we did hire a family member, and I just want to make sure the record is clear that there was really only one blood relative that was ever hired in county government. I'm sorry, no blood relatives ever hired in county government. I did have a brother-in-law who finished #1 on the civil service exam. However, I had many friends who worked in county government. A lot of them are here this evening, including Dr. Feneck. And we hired friends because they were consummate professionals. And Dr. Feneck is obviously one of those consummate professionals who was very helpful, along with Director Alexander and Richard and Warren and so many others, in turning around the Erie County Youth Detention Facility. In 2000, after getting sworn in, I had a chance to tour a lot of the county facilities. One of them was the Eastside Detention Facility. And I've got to tell you, it was probably one of the saddest experiences in my life. When I got to this place and saw so many young children who needed help, and they were confined to this physical plant which was deteriorating, and quite frankly, you probably may not have even wanted to keep a pet of yours in this place. It was so bad. There were children living in what they called boats. There were plastic things on the floor, and this is where some of these troubled youths were relegated to sleeping. So we decided that something had to be done, not just to change the physical structure, but to change the guts of the place. Not only was the place run down and deteriorating, but there was nobody who worked there who really cared very much about these troubled children. There were some kids there who were very, very, bad kids. But there were others who were just had issues at home, trouble, sometimes like my kids. As a matter of fact, a couple of times I threatened to send my kids to the youth detention facility at Erie County, only after it was fixed, though. So I was introduced to Susan Feneck in 2000, and she came to us through another one of our friends. And she proved to me that she was the person we needed there to change the internal mechanisms of the detention facility, because these kids just kept coming through and the recidivism was very high. So we thought it was time to stop that cycle. Dr. Feneck and Richard and George and Warren and everybody came to me and said, we're going to build a new facility. And there were a lot of people who said it's impossible. You're never going to build a new facility. The county won't be able to do this. Our team went down and met with people, I think it was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, Colorado. And they were told there's no way you can build this new facility in 3 years. They proved them wrong, and thank God they did. Dr. Feneck came to us as a child psychologist, and my sense was that we needed somebody like her to help change, again, the structural environment and to make sure these kids were getting the proper attention, not only the love they needed, but the psychological attention, and that's where Dr. Feneck came in. She and her team completely turned the facility around. And it was heartwarming to me, not only when we saw the new facility, the new building, the new doors, the new HVAC systems, but when I was told by my staff that not only did we change the physical structure, we changed the outcome of those troubled kids. When I was told that there was 30 or 35 kids within the first year who gave their lives to God. Never had this opportunity before. But that's what we did at the Erie County Youth Detention Facility. We changed the culture, we changed the programs, and we helped people, and we changed the outcomes. So at this point, I want to introduce to you one of my friends who worked for county government, a consummate professional, Dr. Susan Feneck.
Thank you, Joe.